Bhagavan, Swami, brothers and sisters, Sai Ram. You must be really exhausted. Was the jam session very exhausting yesterday? Okay, so there's going to be a combination of two things. I just want to finish this off, and then there'll be some questions that they're going to ask, and then there's a video that needs to be shown. Okay, so we finished off yesterday with those qualities. This is another one. Because Baba said, by mantra, by reading, by doing anything, you may not gain. But by sacrifice alone, you can gain immortality. Sacrifice alone can you get. So this is take the path of sacrifice. Baba said in monsoon showers, sacrifice is really God itself. Sacrifice means to give up. There are a lot of people, funny people, they go all the way up to India and go to some holy places, and they have to give up something. You see, whenever you go to such holy places, you have to give up something. So they give up, what have you given up? Oh, I have given up eating bitter gourd. Who cares for that? That is nothing that you should give up. Some people even shave their hair and so on. Why should God want your hair? So the thing is, what they want is your hair-raising experience with God. So the point is, how do you make it happen? What is the sacrifice that we must do? So this is what it is. So next slide. I want to show you. See, this is a man praying to the Guru, and the Guru is so happy because nobody else does this kind of work. So the Guru himself is prostrating to the devotee. So this is what that should not happen. All right. Next. So whenever you want to know how rich you are, don't count your money, drop a tear and count how many hands reach out to wipe it. That's true richness. That is what we mean. It is very interesting. Throughout these 3 days, have you seen someone coming up with a board that says, please move forward? Yeah, move. You think they did it purposely? No, it's a very powerful message. Throughout this camp, they have been telling you, please move forward. Come up. Sacrifice more. Become more better person. Become more. Please move forward. Of course, you took it the physical, literal sense of moving forward like that. That's okay. But this is what it is, to move forward in the ability to give up more, sacrifice, become a better human being. So when you want to know how rich you are, don't count your money. Drop a tear. Next. So I want to show you this one. I don't know. Do you know something called the Sea of Galilee? And there's a Dead Sea. You know this geography? Where is this place? Yeah. So Sea of Galilee and Dead Sea. Now in Dead Sea, you can go literally to the Dead Sea, and you can actually sleep on it and you won't sink. You know why? Yes, the salt is very high. So why is that salt very high? Because the river doesn't flow through. So all the salt accumulates. And when the sun comes, the sun evaporates the water. The water density becomes very high. So you actually can literally sleep on it. When you do that, in that Dead Sea, nothing grows. There's no plankton, no growth, no fishes, nothing. It's Dead Sea. And just a little bit above that is what is called the Sea of Galilee. And in that Sea of Galilee, you find so many things, thousands and thousands of microorganisms growing plankton, growing fishes, and everything else so beautiful. And what is the difference is that in the Sea of Galilee, when the river is flowing, it flows out. There's a flow out into the ocean and so on. So it's a very powerful message nature is giving us. Meaning, if you're living in your life only interested in yourself, only self. Myself. Samasta loga, only myself. Loga samasta sukino, myself. So when we have that feeling, and when you eat, guys, listen, when you live in this world, even the dogs are living. Eating, meeting, mating, breeding, brooding, and dying is the preoccupation of the animal kingdom. So if we also follow the same thing, eat, breed, brood, and then just go from office to house, and occasionally once a week, jump into the center, and then come back again. You might as well be born as a shuttlecock. At least you can serve 2 badminton players. Don't you think so? I always say that. So this is it. There. And then slowly age, and then 60, and then the bend. And then you bend. You know why you're bending? Because the weight of your burden of karma is so and then collapse there. Think. Old age means weight of responsibility. So the question now asked is, how can we live Classic example. You know, how many of you like to go on a roller coaster ride? Yeah, see, many of you, yeah. So roller coaster ride, suppose you go, welcome to the roller coaster ride. Thank you for coming in. Then, see, yeah. Thank you, and we hope you have a nice day. And then you get on, hey, what is it? It's just that. You don't expect your roller coaster ride to just be like that, a monodimensional ride. So what happens in a roller coaster, if you have been to the Disneyland one and also the other one, I'm not sure what is it. Next to Disneyland, there's this movie thing. What is it? Yeah, Universal, yeah. So when you go to that, it goes very high up and very, very high up and really go right to the top. And it just goes down and swings and swing and swing. And in fact, if a couple is having lots of problems, both of you should go on a roller coaster. If ever she doesn't hold your hand, that's the time when she will hold you. Many families have come together after a roller coaster ride. So now, when it goes up, down, swings here, and turns, and then you come back, ooh, the adrenaline, the endorphin rise is amazing. So higher the ride, greater the price of the ticket. Think all over the place. The bigger, more turns, more adventurous, you have to pay more. So if a roller coaster ride, and then now the son is asking, 7 years, Amma, I want to go to the roller coaster ride, Amma, I want to go. Why you want to go? Where does this ride go? It doesn't go anywhere, it comes back here. And now if it's going to come back here, then why bother going? So, no, you don't understand. It is not the destination. It's the journey. So you sit on it, and then you go and have a beautiful ride. You pay the price for it, and you come back. You enjoy, and when you come back, the adrenaline is pumping, and some of you want to go again for that ride. It's amazing. There's a ride that you actually lie straight. You know, your body goes flat like that. I don't know whether you have it here. That takes you down like Superman, you know. It goes, flies all over the place and all that. But it's very exciting. Now, if this is the case for a roller coaster ride, if a human life is to just spend just going to work and coming back, going to work, what? No aspiration, no goal, no ambition. Just going. Then maybe there's a promotion, and there's okay. It's the same as that, right? You get on. What a life! Nothing. But if life must be an adventure, it must be. That is why Baba said, "Love my uncertainty." Everything in spirituality, is it predictable? Anything predictable becomes routine, becomes mechanical. You don't know what is tomorrow. What something new comes up, something. So, that's it. It's an adventure. How does that happen? The moment you are willing to sacrifice what? The most important thing. What is it that you can sacrifice? The most important thing that you can sacrifice. Yeah, time. And that is why Mahavishnu has this chakra. Have you seen the chakra going through? Yeah. So this chakra represents time, because this is the ultimate destruction. He throws this chakra like that, this time. In your house, there is chakra going. You know which one? What? The clock, yeah, it's going. Every time it's ticking, ticking, ticking. So it's taking minutes of your time, your life. And one of these days, one of us, and many of us, all of us, one day will die. I have a slight big problem in my country, because I did go to the undertaker one day in the shop. I asked him, do you have a 6 feet 3 inch coffin? They said, no, we have to make it. Oh, and how many days do you take to make it? He said, 2 days. Oh, then I thought, okay, if something happens, they'll have to keep me for 2 days to bring that thing done. So I went and investigated. In one convention, Sai convention, a big gathering of 1,005, I brought a pot in with me. There's a pot on my shoulder. I walked with the pot into the front. And I say, guys, ladies and brothers and sisters, I want to tell you something. Today, I'm outside this pot. But tomorrow, do you know I can be inside that pot? How is that happening? Because of the fact that I can be reduced to ashes, which is immersed and put on your forehead. To remind us that life is transient, life is temporary. So I can be inside the pot. I am portable. I am portable. So I don't know how you do it here, but there they burn up, they cremate, and then you collect the ashes, and you put inside the pot, and then you take it to an ocean, and then they disperse it. Is that how you do it here as well? Or you have no experience? Okay. So, okay. So, therefore, this is the ultimate end of every individual. The moment I know, and this is what Bhagavan is giving us the reminder. Paramam Pavitram Baba. Everybody puts the vibhuti. When I put the vibhuti, I turn to somebody else. And then that person knows, oh, you too went to the mandir. Oh, you went to the center. So what is that? The vibhuti is a badge of transience, badge of temporary. This is, I'm living in this world temporarily. Yeah, temporarily. So therefore, when I live with purity, I should live. So when I have this, I become detached to many things. Oh, all I want is that grace. So if I have that power within me, slowly I'll find the capacity to give becomes much more. Capacity to give becomes much more. Krishna called Arjuna. He said, Arjuna, there is this huge big mountain of gold coins here. I'll give you a shovel, and there's only one day that you can do. Take this and give as much gold as you can, gold coins as you can to the people who come to you. So there was a big long queue, and everyone who came to Arjuna, he took the shovel and gave them. He took a shovel and gave them like that. But by the end of the day, there was only a small amount of gold coins that has been, the mountain still remained as it is. So Arjuna went this side. Then Krishna called Karna. He told Arjuna, now you see what Karna will do. So Karnan went there. He made an announcement. Dear brothers and sisters, there is this huge big gold mountain here, and he took the shovel and put it there. Whoever, whatever you want, come on, take it. And he just walked away like that. You see, Krishna said, you see the difference between both. You still wanted to have that feeling that you are doing it. He just gave everything away. So the question now asked is that, if we can come to the point of Galilee, Sea of Galilee, take whatever you want and give away whatever you can. And this is, I had a direct experience with Swami once. I was having my lunch in the room, one of the N1, N2 or one of the apartments. What is that called? Hostel? No, it's called accommodation. Yeah, the place of accommodation I was staying. I was having lunch. We just had the rehearsal. See, we have at the Swami's grace, we had the privilege of staging 12 dramas in front of Bhagavan Baba. So after about 11 something, 12 something, I told everybody, okay, you can go for lunch, and we start back the rehearsal at 2 o'clock. So everybody went for lunch. I also went for lunch, and I was having my lunch with my wife in the room, and suddenly I had this funny feeling, one strange funny feeling. So I dropped the lunch and I started running all the way to Purnachandra Hall. I ran to the Purnachandra Hall, I ran to the back, the stage was empty, the hall was empty, there was one Sevadal there, and I was standing there near the door just like that. I was just standing at the door, and I'm wondering, why am I here? What is the need? I was having lunch there, and what am I standing here and doing? Suddenly the door opened, pop, the door opened, and Swami comes out. You had your lunch? He asked. I said, Swami, I was having lunch. He said, what were you having? I said, bread. Why you are not eating rice? I said, no, Swami, because I was just having bread, But why you not? So I didn't want to have an argument with the avatar on this. So I said, okay, I was having bread. I will eat rice, Swami. Okay. So then he walked outside the hall. It's empty hall like this. He came out of the stage, he was walking in front, and I'm standing at the back. Okay. So how is the play? Good. Everything happy? All happy. You see, Purnachandra Hall now has become very small. Those days, it was so many people we could accommodate. Now the people also have become so many. But okay, the accommodation, the lights, everything, I saw me, everything is good. What is that? I said, the lion. Bring it here. So this, the Chinese lion, they're done. So I brought the whole lion here, and he was stroking the lion. What is the difference between this lion and the last time you brought the lion? I said, this is northern lion, that is southern lion. Keep it there, otherwise you get spoiled. So I went and put the lion there and came up on the stage. I was following him, and then he stood there and he looked. I said, Swami, and I think this is the eternal message. I said, Swami, I'm working in this field of science. Yeah, I know. Tell me a project. Give me a project, Swami, I will do. Swami said, whatever you do, always do for humanity. You will never go wrong, Baba said. Whatever you do, always do for humanity, Baba said. This is a powerful message. So whichever profession you are, always think of a larger picture. How is this going to help humanity? How is this going to help a larger community? Not just silently. Bigger picture. The vision must be very, very big. So if you have that picture, it'll be very good. So Baba said, whatever you do, always think of humanity. Then he turned around and he walked away. And he asked one or two other personal questions, and then he went behind. So this was a very powerful experience to say, whatever we do, you must think. So what are we here for? We are here to give. That's all. We are here to present. We are God's ambassadors, willing to sacrifice, willing to give. So this galley and this sea, please remember, Dead Sea, if you're not giving anything, it's dead. Galley. But I'm very busy. How can I commit? Somewhere you can always commit. Something, sometime, 1 hour, half an hour, 45 minutes, something you commit. There's one of these questions I remember was when somebody asked, I'm having a child, and then you said commit to Swami and go to Seva and all these things, and who will look after the child? So I didn't say, you must not misinterpret what I'm saying. If you have got a child, your dharma is to your child. You leave your child crying and go and do something else, that's not Seva. So you have to look at your obligations, but by looking at the child, you can ask your center chairman, I know this function is coming, and I can't really come for the center, but guess what? Why don't you give me some numbers where I can phone from the house and at least provide the seva in that direction? So that's okay. When the child is sleeping, then you do a bit. So you're still connected to the organization or the center or something like that. So you fulfill your obligations in the best manner, but at the same time have a connection to the organization or the Sai center. So this is Sea of Galilee. Next. Yeah, next means, Okay, so this is the salt content is almost 35%. You see the guy is reading newspaper. Can you see? Okay, next one. So the Dead Sea is so far below the main sea level, so it's no outlet. The water flows in from the river Jordan, but does not flow out, so there are no outlet streams. Next. So facts about the sea. The Sea of Galilee is just north of the Dead Sea. It receives its water from river Jordan. It's resplendent, rich, colorful. It has lots of plants. Is it not a wonder that both are besides, but that sea, wherever which gives, makes it worthwhile. Finland, they did a study where they found a study where people who are extremely selfish and self-centered die faster or have more diseases. And I think that echoes with what Dr. Bill also says yesterday when he said those people who use the word I, you'll find that more sick. That's why whenever you go, whatever you do, you always say we. So who's we? Me and Baba, we. We and God, we. So you can keep on using that word we, you'll find you're happy and joyful. Okay? So that's it. So the next one, I think. Yeah. So this is the big issue of that fact that, do you know why Titanic sank? Titanic, the ship sank. The ship sank because it hit the ice. And the ice is because the captain could not see the 3/5 of the iceberg was below. The top of the iceberg is what you see. So every one of us have a conscious mind. And there's a huge, big subconscious mind. And this is the reason why after 3 days of this, you can form amazing resolutions. Oh, from this day onwards, I will go back and do this and I will do this. But do you know, many people, after a few days, the resolution drops. The statistics says that 97% of all the self-help books, what it promises doesn't deliver. It doesn't help. 97%. Why? Day 1 you make the resolution, then day 2 slowly, then day 3, okay, then it comes down. So the compromise takes place because they forgot to include one part of it, that you have a huge subconscious mind below. Formed impressions from the previous lives. So sometimes you are very confident now and then the subconscious mind starts to program, which is what I'm saying. Satsang, whenever this happens, you cling. The best people is people who are energetic, people who are inspired. Cling on to them. For me, it was Brother Jaga and a few other amazing people we were able to cling, and they took us out from some of our issues and problems. So you must have very inspiring people who will continue to take you and lift you to higher heights like that. So because we have come with this huge subconscious mind. So if we keep on, the subconscious mind becomes lesser, then the power becomes like a stop. That's the reason why Superman can fly. I told my nephew that small one. You know why Superman can fly? He said, no. Because power? No. What is he wearing? He said, costume here. What is on the top there? He said, S. What does S stand for? He said, don't know. Sai. Oh, is that why he's flying? Yeah. I said, okay, next. So, and then divine proximity. Baba said this. Swami said this. A rat that goes around, you hit the rat. But the same rat with Ganesha, you worship. So whenever you come closer and closer to God with divine proximity, be close to God, always with Him, you find that we will become seen, recognized, or become heard, or become relevant or significant. With divine proximity, we will get many, many things. Once Swami was going in the car, and then the bus was going behind, Swami's school students was at the back, so he got down from the car and went and joined the bus. And they were going together. Many people thought Swami was in the car, and everybody started praying to the car. So everyone bent down, and they were throwing flowers at the car. And Swami told the students, you see, because of you people, I came here. Just because I sat in the car has got that particular grace in order to. So divine proximity is very, very powerful. So every time you must include in say, am I close? Am I close? Is this what God likes? Will God like this? Will God? So you think like this. This is a very powerful chip. Okay, decision is being made. Okay, if Swami was here, what will he say? If Bhagavan was here, what would he do? So you think like this. So then you find there's a chip taking place. It starts to regulate our system better. Divine proximity. 10. Oh, this is 9. Okay, so these are 9 things that I wanted to include. So now, what are the questions you ask?
Sairam, everyone. Can we just give Dr. Suresh a loving round of applause?
No.
So we received many questions from you all, but because time is limited, we're going to try and feed as many as we can.
Okay.
And one of the first on the list is, Doctor, we want to know as young adults, how can we work with local communities to alleviate these social ills that we are seeing, such as homelessness and gun violence?
Okay. So the question is, the local environment has got so many full of social ills and all that. What can we do? See, dear friends, let me tell you. Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, there's one verse, and there's one verse which I remember by heart because it's something so relevant and so significant. Krishna said in chapter 3, Yat yat acharati sreshta tat tat yavataro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokas tat anuvartate. Oh, it sounds very simple. Okay, but what does it mean? It means that Krishna is saying, hey, hello, you know why the world is failing? The world is failing not because the world is filled with bad people. The world is failing because good people are not in the forefront. So Krishna said, I could have been in Dwarka. I could have been in the palace and let your guys fight this whole war out. But I'm standing in the middle of the war, right in the front. Why? Because good people must always be in the front. The world will emulate. Lokastat, the whole world will, anuvartate means will follow. Whole world will follow you. So the problem with this today's society is that very educated people, very endowed people, people who have got knowledge and people have got money, people have got status, are now becoming more and more selfish, more and more self-centered. They only worried about their own self. But if we break that and come to the forefront, the people below will have a role model. And that is what the last speaker just said. You need a role model. And if you don't have a role model, people cannot improve. So people who are having, see, in your country, teenage pregnancies are going up so badly. Alcohol consumption is going up so badly. Addiction is going up so badly. Everything is going up. So what we do, we watch the newspapers, see things are bad. What to do? This lizard syndrome. I hope God can do something about it. I hope God can do something. So we come to the center, wear white and white, and sit in there. Samasta lokha sukhino bhavantu. So melodious. Samasta lokha sukhino bhavantu. So God must be standing at the back there. Hey guys, listen, okay, I will know the world can be peaceful, but what are you doing to contribute to the peace? The fact is, as youth, when you're 40, when you're 50, when you're 60, when you're 70, you still can go and feed the homeless. You can still feed that. But only youth can transform youth. That means to say, when we are in this phase, in this youthful phase, how are we integrating and interacting with the community and helping them to transform them in their lives? Because bad people are not bad. It's just that they didn't have a role model. So if we can demonstrate that we are pure, if we are meditating, we are doing your Soham, you are doing your Gayatri, then go with them and be with them and see what has happened. In Malaysia, we have done this tremendously in many programs. We've gone into communities where we found people who take knives and cut and chop and that kind of gangsters. We brought those kind of people and had camps like that and transformed them. There was one recently in a convention, we brought one of the main leaders to come to be a speaker. And he came and spoke, and he said that I came initially for the camp because I thought there will be girls there that I can tackle. So that's the reason for him to come. Then we said, why did you transform? I don't know what, something these guys were saying, something touched my heart, and today I have dropped. This guy is the guy who takes money, who does gangsterism and everything else, does drug pushing, but he has now totally changed and transformed. And he is now a big industry. He's got about 17 or 30 over vans in the whole nation. And he came to speak about it. And he was very grateful to the youth who managed to transform him. And he's now transforming other people as well. We bring him inside. So it's not something that cannot be done. Another example is that now we see everywhere, even the universities and the colleges, people are taking drugs, cigarette smoking in the hall of learning, which is a temple of learning, which is Saraswati's place. And there people are smoking, people are pushing drugs, people are having this all kinds of activities. So we stopped for a long while and said, Swami, what shall we do here? What shall we do? So that's when this program came about, the program called DARTS. Drugs, alcohol, relationship issue, time wastage, and smoking. We conceptualized the whole thing, created the modules, and then we went to the university, and the university signed a memorandum of agreement with our Satisai International Organization, probably the first in this kind of subject. And as a result of that, we have now trained more than 13,000 students, and every year, fresh 3,500 students keeps coming. We train them. And what we did was we used the university students now and to go to schools and reach out in this amazing manner. I want you to just show this video that grasps the idea how we can become more significantly relevant. Yeah, this one video, you can have a look.
The global sweeping epidemic disease called addiction is a frightening phenomenon, a disaster that compromises the quality of health and living, drain economic resources, and destroy human capital. The Satisai Academy for Human Values, the education arm of the Satisai International Organization, since its inception in 2004, have deployed many value-based programs to poor-performing students from schools and colleges. By trained volunteer youth and teachers have resulted in the transformation of thousands of lives. This is their commitment to nation building. The Friendship Group for Interreligious Service, FGIS, have been formed in the year 2002. This is an informal gathering of the major religious groups in Malaysia, and for the past 15 years have promoted interfaith harmony and human values by working together to help the needy, foster unity, which are all contributions to nation building. University in Malaya, 24th ranked in Asia, and 114th QS ranked in the world, is the nation's most premier university. The student population almost reaching 25,000. Satisai Academy for Human Values had the soft launch of the program to prevent drugs, alcohol, relationship issues, time wastage, and smoking, a program codenamed DARTS. This was officiated by the Honorable Minister for Health, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri S. Subramaniam, at the Ministry of Health's office. The training of DARTS since then have been carried out to a few colleges, but a major initiative was carried out on 3,500 new freshies by 72 volunteers from the FGIS during the University Malaya Orientation Week in 2017. The response was indeed inspiring. We witnessed the official memorandum of agreement, signing of these 4 stakeholders who will come together to unleash good future leaders who will lead a value-based, healthy lifestyle and volunteer to contribute towards nation building. The official signing will also mark the opening of the DARTS Prevention and Awareness Secretariat Office, located at the 2nd floor Haleval Plaza building.
It is the first time anywhere in the world that a university, a major leading university, is working with NGO and allowing the institution to be used as a base to launch a massive, what could be a massive program for humanity in the country.
We are actually in a national crisis. You cannot imagine how important this program is. Hantar dalam bus will go to 6 sekolah. You will be teaching them about DARTS tomorrow morning.
Say no to that.
some of them are actually involved in drugs. And then on my section was alcohol and smoking.
And we get to understand their perspective towards arts. And I feel that this is very important in terms of exposure and understanding why these students participate or do not participate in dance.
Once we receive all the knowledge about dance and then we contribute back to the society, it shows how we deliver the information, and we want to emphasize to them, once they say no to dance, their life will be better.
That was very, very surprising for me because I did not expect that this experience of mine will be able to change the way they think, their mindset.
And of course, saya akan sokong program ni. I harap program ni terus lagi diberi perhatian kat sekolah-sekolah lain supaya diorang sedar tau isu ni dah besar kat dalam kalangan, lagi-lagi kat kalangan student macam kita orang.
Piece of advice lah, don't do drugs, it's bad for health.
Okay guys, say no to dance, okay? Say no to dance.
So, what started as very small is now growing. We are now this year taking, many other universities have asked us to do this program. So it is a revolution. And we're getting more and more people. It's like a celebration. Everyone joining us. Sai movements, maybe Sai people are few. But there are many, many others who like to be part of this. You must understand one thing. This is a Western country. How many Westerners are here? There are not many Westerners here. And this must be something of a concern to all of us. It was glaring. So you must now see how can we bring in programs like this, can bring many, many people involved in this, because this is something good that you're doing for the nation building. People don't need to believe in Sai Baba, seriously. People need to believe in doing something good like this. So you find that they listen, the headmasters told us, we are teaching this in school, it won't work, it's not possible. And when someone tells me that it doesn't work, it's very exciting. You know why? There's an excitement. It won't work. Oh, okay, fantastic. These are all code words to tap the thing. It won't work? No, it won't work. It will not happen? It will not happen. Okay. Baba, it won't happen, it seems. All right. So now, so when they go into the bus and when they entered inside, the university student was sitting here. The 5 or 6 other school students sat there. The school students refused to get up. They continued to imbibe the knowledge given by the university students who were trained by us to go inside and do. So we were able to reach like this to many, many people, have very powerful interactive sessions and change. Only youth can transform youth. Powerful. We have a chance to change this. That is why when I came to Chicago, I was completely jet lagged, and Dr. Geeta came and she asked me, what is the place? Would you like to go and see some sightseeing? I said, yeah. Can we go down to a community that really needs a lot of this help? So jet lag, I was very tired, but I went to this place down south of Chicago, and there was this big community place there, and we went and saw one gentleman who was in charge of this building, and apparently doctor and a few of our friends were already working there in that community, and they were very, very happy to literally have volunteers to come and help them, because they said, is teenage pregnancy is high? Yeah. Drugs high, yeah. Gangster, yeah. They were shooting here and everything is bad. So you think volunteers will come and do? We will very much appreciate if they can come and be committed to this. So we spoke to the Chicago youth here and yesterday and all that. And they were, I think, enthusiastic and keen to do something. I'm not sure. Are they here in Chicago? The youth from Chicago. Can you raise your hands? Okay, all right. Okay, your hands up. Would you like to come on the stage? No, if I ask you this question, then you will say no. But can you come on the stage, please? So, these are about 20 odd youths. And today, that member of the community leader was supposed to come, but this morning he had to take his son to the hospital, so he could not make it. So these are the people who's going to be bold enough to go into the community and do community adoption program. The reason why we want you to be up here is because it will be filmed and photographed and recorded for life. Yeah, so there you go. Come, yeah, come. Come, yeah, okay. Come. Okay, so these are the youth from Chicago. What I have described to you in that community in this southern side is the same kind of community that all of you will be embracing in Canada. Yesterday we were speaking to Canadian youth. When you return back, I'm sure you will have some communities like that. It's one thing to do the normal kind of work that you can do, but why not by Bhagavan Baba's birthday? Swami SSI, Satyasai International Organization have promised that they will deliver 95 communities for the 95th birthday. So this Chicago community, which the youth is going to agree to adopt, will become one of the contributing communities. Even in 1 year, there will be some changes there. Okay, when you go there, you cannot go inside and say, excuse me, I'm God's agent and I'm here to transform you guys. Okay, so that won't happen. So what they have is they have computer labs. So all they need to do is get inside and do some helping the youth there to do the computer work, helping to develop reviews, CVs and so on. And the girls can form the basketball team. They have a beautiful basketball court, and the basketball, they will be playing basketball with the girls there, and the boys can form. Look, anyhow in 1 week, you need to exercise. Make an appointment and say, wait, 1 week, every Saturday, 3 to 4, I'm coming there. So these girls then will go and play. You all know how to play basketball? Okay. So you go into that community and you play with them. And so don't need to talk and say anything. Just play and do what Baba did to us. What did Baba do to us? Come, experiment me, experience me, then accept me. That's all. So the first two phases of experimenting and experiencing, if you start doing that, then slowly a lot of doors will start opening. Then you form maybe a play or drama, bring the community there, make the children do something with regard to drugs, alcohol, pass the message like that. Things will open up. As you keep doing, how Swami works is as you keep doing, ideas will pop up. A lot of openings will take place. And then you'll start developing. A lot of people don't move because you want a full plan, a foolproof plan. You want the resources. You want everything laid out. Then you are prepared to walk. I think then it is no fun. You must walk, love my hands. Just take the first step and you'll find that a lot of things can unfold. So you guys are prepared for this adventure? Yeah, okay, fine. So if Chicago can do this and they're saying yes, I think the rest of it. Zone 1, this is all done with all the leaders here, Dr. Phil, Dr. Joe, Dr. Bill, all of the leaders, all the 3 doctors are there, they're sitting at the back. And you must ask one thing, why are 3 senior doctors who are already doing so many other things spend 3 whole days here? I think it's a very powerful message. 3 people, 3 leaders who are here concerned about everyone should blossom, everyone should flourish, everyone should achieve happiness. And that is the sacrifice that they are making. And hopefully when when you all reach that age, you will also be fostering youth in the same way as they are fostering. So what they have now done is, if this Chicago can do, maybe Canada can do it there, and maybe Suriname or Trinidad or somewhere else, you can do in all your countries, little bit, small bit, but then share your resources and plans and get excited. And by the time you come for Baba's Swami's 95th birthday, why go so far? When the Zone Youth Conference, when you're having the Zonal Festival, when you guys go, when Zone 1 goes for the Zone Youth Conference, and move away from the platitude speeches and say, look, 300 people came together, we returned back, and 300 of us decided to do something. We now want to tell you, in our place, there is a reduction in these incidences. There is a reduction in these issues and all that. Do you not think that will make Swami very happy and very proud? Don't you think so? Yeah. Do you think what these guys are doing are good? Yeah. And yeah. Okay, anything you want to say?
I thought we will take a picture.
Oh yeah, okay. I think it's a good idea. You know why? Yeah, take a picture. Make sure that these guys commit. Oh, okay. Oh, you all are witness to this photograph. Take this photograph, hang it in your wall. When you give excuses that you're not going to come the following Saturday, you can look at that picture. Oh, conscience must prick. Brothers and sisters, the Chicago youth. Ammar is taking. You didn't bring the newspapers today? No, okay, fine, okay. Okay, thank you. Sairam, a big hand for this goose group. They will also do medical camps there, everything. And today evening there's a sadhana session for devotees. Hopefully we can encourage more elders and seniors to go to this community places. Our ladies can help the other ladies to cook there. And so many other things can happen. So this is totally in response to the first question you asked, brother. Okay, so second question. It's a long response to the one question, okay.
Sairam, how can we overcome fear and jealousy?
How can?
How can we overcome fear and jealousy?
Yeah, okay, how do you overcome envy and jealousy? Is that what it is? Fear, okay. How do you overcome fear? All right. How do you overcome fear and jealousy? Yeah. See guys, the science shows the flip side coin of fear, uncertainty, is love. The other side of the coin is love. So it won't happen because you continuously have fear, continuously have all the other emotions. It won't change. Nothing will happen. So follow back the same principle that we followed, what Baba talked to us and told us, that when you hold the knife, you keep on holding out, it'll just drop in. But when you go for the chocolate, you find the knife can drop down. So in the same way, how you can hold fear, classic example. Tell you, see, if you don't believe me, I'll give you. Now the girl is there. I hope you won't misinterpret me, but this is the common analogy where people can understand. But that does not mean that we are encouraging this. But see, if you see a girl very pretty and then you want to talk to her and you don't know what to talk and you need to talk but you don't know how to, and the words are not coming, and every time the words come, it's all fumbling, and so you're shy, you don't know how to do, okay, you're restless. But you will not leave it as that, isn't it? You'll have the courage must come somehow. And then you see where she's passing by, and then you see her going to the library, and you know you hate library, but yet you are in the library. And you are in the science stream and she's in the art stream, and she's going to the Shakespeare side and literature, and you don't like to go there, but you go there, and then suddenly, and then you go, hey, hi, hello. Oh, you are also follow Shakespeare? Yeah, Shakespeare, my guru. Shakespeare is my guru. Yeah. Have you read the 12th night? 12, 13, 14, 15, the whole series I've completed. So why is it that you are doing that? Because of courage. Why is it that the courage is coming? Because of love. So if love for a girl or boy can create so much of a fearlessness to approach, it is the same. That's why I said yesterday the formula is for rise in love with Bhagavan. Put inside here, there will be fearlessness inside the heart. When fearlessness comes, you can do many things. You have the courage to go. You won't even be afraid of it. Hanuman, look, all the monkeys didn't do that. Hanuman came, yes, Rama, what is your problem? Hanuman, Sita. Okay, that's it. She jumped across. Hanuman jumped across there. And when he went there, what did he do? He found her and gave the ring to Sri Rama. Do not worry. I've just come. I'll burn a few places up. This is a trailer. Yeah. Don't know, this is a trailer movie, a real movie coming the other side. So now he goes back, he runs to Sri Rama, watch. He goes to Sri Rama and say, she's there, I gave the ring. Yeah. Now, devotee said, he understood that Sri Rama has to come and rescue Sita. What did he do? He purposely went to the palace to find out how many doors are there, how many guards are there, what is the entry point, what is the exit point. The whole landscape of the thing came. So he went and told Sri Rama, Rama, this is how you can go. I never asked you to do this. You don't need to. That is what devotion means. Devotion means if you need every time you need instruction to do, it's not devoted. Devoted means you know, you can feel what's the next step and you start doing it. Yeah, that is devotion. So this is what Hanuman showed. That is why when you go to Sai Kulwan Hall, or that not Sai Kulwan Hall, what is that big hall? That huge Purnachandra Hall, no. That Hillview Stadium. When you go to the Hillview Stadium, right on top of the hill, you see huge Hanuman. Why did Baba put up that big, huge Hanuman? Oh, brothers, oh, devotees, oh, Prema Sarupa, be like this Hanuman. Be like this Hanuman. Always serve the master. Because when you keep on serving, you tear your heart. And there I will reside, where Rama and Sita, Rama and Hanuman, object and the subject became one. This is the highest Vedantic truth, that God is one. So you serve God, finally you become God itself. So this is how to overcome. Okay, next.
What has Swami specifically said on dating?
What does Swami say specifically about dating? Spot, man, real spot, on the spot. Okay. Okay, I have to tell you what Swami mentioned, okay? Whether it's accepted or not accepted, that is not me, that is his thing. So I'm just passing the message to you. Now, when I went to Houston, once there was a huge camp like this, 150, 200 people came one big hall, and the organizers told me, brother, don't mention anything about boyfriend, girlfriend, dating, don't mention anything about it. I said, why? No, this is the culture here. And so I said, okay, I won't mention that. I won't touch that subject at all, I said. I don't know what happened. I was talking. And I don't know how the subject came inside there, but it came in. I said, Swami said, life is not a musical chair to keep changing partners and partners. Take one and stay with one. I said like this. Everybody, the whole hall went like this. I said, what is it that I said? Oh, yo, brother, when you said that, the rose on the top of the Baba, boom, it fell down like that. There's a step, boom, it just went down. Then after that 45 minutes, I spoke on that subject. So, the issue here is very simple. It's a simple formula to follow. Treat everybody as brother and sister. You don't say, Sairam, brother. Sairam, sister. And then as time goes by, the sister drops off Sairam. See, you look straight. I will love you more and more each day. You must look at the altar and sing this song. Now, if the direction of the head changes, I will love you more. Same dialogue, same song, same lyrics. The direction of the head changes. So the head direction must always be focused to Baba. Yeah. So this is what life is all about. When I was involved in the youth wing, youth movement, and everywhere else, doing all these things, how many interactions, how many things. But if you are Rama, you will get a girl like Sita. That is the truth. If you are like Sita, you will get somebody like Rama. Yeah. You know, personally, in my own personal life, I've seen this, where you treat everyone, see with the eyes of purity and go. You know, at the time, and I was totally 100% with Swami. So when my parents proposed marriage and all that, I wanted someone who can understand my aspirations for Bhagavan. So what did I do? So I don't have, how do you know all these things? So I said, Swami, listen, I'm leaving myself totally to you. If you get me a wrong girl, you lose, not me. Okay? My life is dedicated for you. If you get me the wrong person, you will lose. So this was my thing. So I trusted my parents and all that. And then my parents said, there's this girl and this and then all that. I said, okay, let's go. So it's all, in our culture is arranged marriage. So we go there for the first time. And then, usually they will be there. And then they will exchange and then get a chance to see the so-called boy. And then there will be a call. They'll call. And then they say, would you like to have tea? And then, yes. And so the girl prepares the tea and brings back. But normally the tea is usually prepared by the mother. This is all the latest thing. So the mother prepares the tea and pours it there. And then it's only after marriage that you discover, I thought you made the tea. No, it's my mother. Really? Deception starts there. Okay, anyway. So the tea was brought. And that's 20 minutes of discussion and 20 minutes of conversation. And I agreed because I had faith in Bhagavan. I had faith in my parents. And I can tell you, honestly speaking, if I even searched everywhere, I don't think I would have found the best life partner as that. So my point is, have trust, have faith, have deep faith. Bhagavan will give, Bhagavan will grant. Have faith, be pure, be humble, be straightforward, be sincere in your thing. And make this system go like that. You will get the right person. What you don't want is someone to love you and someone to care for you for the rest of your life. And someone who can be trusted and be faithful and so on. Sometimes you notice the subconscious mind is huge. What you see on the dating is the projected conscious mind you, I tell you. It's so nice, everything is so good, but that's the conscious mind. Then when you finish marriage and suddenly, you were never like this before. Yeah, you never asked me about my subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind manifests later. You don't know that. So this is why sometimes projected reality may not be the real actual reality. So this is what Swami said, trust and do this, and this is how it is there. I know your culture here encourages these things here, but that is something that you have to have your wisdom and you have to have the intelligence to know what it is. But my take on this is that have the incredible faith in Swami, treat everybody with the same brotherly and sisterly eye. At that one point of time, when the time comes, the switch will take place in somebody's life and you will get the best partner that will take both of you. It is very important. The most important question to ask is, excuse me, would you like to grow old with me? Yeah. That's the most romantic question to ask. Is it, will you like to grow old with me? See, that means to say both of you grow old like that. This is what happened when the couple was walking in the beach. Somebody kicked the bottle, the genie came out. Thank you for saving me. Now you ask me anything you want. So he looked at the wife, and the wife, both of them were 60 years. They looked at the wife, and the wife said, I would like to have a beautiful boat where I can sail around the world. A boat came near the ocean, and they asked the husband, what would you like to have? I don't know. I always wanted someone 30 years younger than me. Oh, okay. So the genie said, and the man became 90 years old. So sometimes you got to know what you're really asking for. Okay, so this is it. Purity, sincerity, you get the life partner. That is Swami's thing. Yeah.
So we are running out of time, so I just want to ask you to probably wrap up and give your final comments to us.
Is that a question?
No.
Oh, I was asking, will you wrap up? No, it's not okay. Okay, so this is the time has come, the end is near. Okay, so the time has come, so I have to say goodbye. I'd like to take the opportunity to really thank the leaders, the organizers for bringing me here. It was a wonderful experience sharing so much of Swami's love. I really look forward to this. I speak to you, as I always say, it is not devotee there, you are 300 souls, very important, precious souls that should be now going towards God. And you should be attracting and bringing goodness and abundance in your life. When you are happy, you can make other people happy. When you are sad, everybody must look at you. So become happy so that you can become an agent of transformation, not just for yourself, but for the others. You must ask, we have done work like this so far. But is it like this that we should continue? Is there another way of improving? Even in your work profession, do you not seek promotion? Do you not seek better things? Then why don't we seek better experiences in the spiritual field? Check it out. The same thing. Check it out. So check it out. Check out what is the higher experience that we can gain. Mental happiness is not spiritual bliss. Spiritual bliss is something higher. But we make ourselves happy, sacrifice more and more time, commit more. This is why I purposely brought the Chicago youth here, is I can show you. This is always a reason for these things, because commitment is something that sometimes, this is again Maya, the whole power of Maya is there. If you commit to a program, you notice as you get closer, something else will pop up to distract you. The one that distracts you is that Maya. And genuinely, you will have some other issues. There will be sudden meeting will come, something will come, and you have to tackle that. So Maya doesn't like you to go and progress in this path. They want to keep you continuously preoccupied. But to fight the Maya and continuously focus, it requires perseverance and stamina. So the reason why when you come here and you stand on the stage, you're giving your message, you're giving your cellular memory a lot of work that I committed in front of people I committed. So you want to keep this. So when you keep this, you'll find when Saturdays come, you will continuously commit to that program. Or even if you can't come, there is a conscience pricking us that I should commit. That commitment alone is disengaging your other karmic burdens that you have come with. The karmic things, that loads that will come, will get diffused. You will become lighter and lighter. The more and more you do this work, you read back the Vahini. The Vahinis will give you new meaning, new interpretation. Swami's teaching becomes good. Because Baba said, just like E is equal to MC squared, Baba said, grace is proportional to effort. Grace is proportional to effort. So I must exert my effort more and more so that I can get grace. Baba, if I were to replace the proportional sign with a constant, what will it be? It will be G is equal to FE. F is faith, E is effort. So faith is effort. Constant effort, continuous grace, continuous effort, and continuous faith will give me the grace. With grace, I can sit nicely for meditation. With grace, I can flow. I can be healthy. I can just proceed in my life happily with God's grace. So what is important to secure? Swami's grace. What is important to have in our life? Plenty, abundant grace. What is important is that the grace must attract the right person in my life. The grace must attract the right experiences in life. The grace also must make me become more wise to address other issues in my life very intelligently and very beautifully. We should not be having trouble in our mind. Our mind must become pure and reflect pure conscience like that. With this attitude and with this thing, the 300 of us, 300 youth can wake up in a very amazing manner. Return back home. Cherish every minute of this. Don't be like the chicken. The chicken said, oh, I like to fly like the eagles. The chicken said that, I like to fly like the eagles. Where is the Institute of the Eagles? The Institute of the Eagles was on top of the hill. I like to fly like the eagles. So the chickens all came and started climbing up the hill one by one and reached that mountain top and went to the Mahaguru, Eagle Mahaguru, and bent down with reverence. Why have you come? I have come to learn how to fly like you. It is a 1-week course. Yes, stay here. And so 1-week residential course, leadership. So 1-week residential course went through and everybody learned how to fly. The aerodynamics of flying like the eagle, the scaling up of the wings and so on. Everything was learned. On Saturday, when the course finished, all the eagles stood in one line, came to the feet of the Mahaguru, fell at the feet of the Mahaguru eagle, and they were given a certificate. The certificate said, you are now certified to fly like an eagle. And so the certificate, the chicken held it under his wings, went down and walked all the way back to his home and put that framed up picture of that certificate on the wall. What does it say? You are certified to fly like an eagle. So you ask the chicken, can you fly like an eagle? No, this is the certificate there. Yes, can you fly? No, the certificate is, this is a certificate, I'm certified to fly. I know, but can you fly? If I could, I would have flown from there. I started walking down the hill like this, you see. So every retreat now, you got 1 or 2 messages, take these messages. Now we need to fly back. We need to now become that dynamic, confident youth. We now need to transmitters of peace and love, ambassadors of peace and love. With this kind of force, we can salvage this world and we can redeem the world, because good people like you all will stand in the forefront and change the landscape. And many people in US can be happy. Look in Malaysia, see what we are doing there in the computer. We are struggling and doing many things. Whatever Malaysia does, nobody sees. I'm telling you. Oh, Malaysia. It's a small country, who cares? But you guys, USA, you sneeze, we are getting cold there. This is the thing. Yeah, in USA, we see the jeans, when you wear jeans and you cut the thing in the movie, the MTV thing, when you cut here, you don't know why suddenly our youth is coming and they're cutting this. So, why are you cutting this? This is our fashion. Okay, so they go. And suddenly you find in the US, you see the hair purple and everything else. Suddenly you see our people all purple hair. This, hey, what happened? No, So now the question is that whatever you do, the world will follow. Whatever you do. So whatever good you do, if the 300 youth, you do this work that you're doing, you will change every youth in the whole world how to do Swami Seva in the proper manner, changing life and consciousness. This is not something to do saving USA. It is something to save the whole world. You are now, I'm addressing not 300 people, there are 3 billion people in this room. Because whatever you do can multiply that. Whatever we do, maybe we can just do what we can do. We can't reach out far. But you do something like this and capture it in video, it will go very big. 95th birthday, I was telling people it should be captured in the CNN camera. That is why even here, I think when you were coming up here, they captured this in the video just now. They captured this in video. I told them capture all the students, people coming up in the video, so that when you rewind and show that final movie, all of you will be coming in slow motion. The music, the words will start running. Like that. So this will be very inspiring and making people become more committed to some great ideal. With this, I thank Bhagwan Baba for giving me this opportunity. I thank all our leaders at the back for granting me the permission. I thank the youth leaders for inviting me. I hope there are one or two messages that you can take back and be inspired. And you can always, whatever that you want or whatever that you need, I can share with you all those materials that we have put up for the universities especially, or colleges or schools. Whatever materials that you need, we can always share, but you need to adapt it to your culture and use it. But do whatever you want to do, but get permission from the leaders before you do anything. Make sure you follow all the rules and the regulations, but do something positive and worthwhile. With this, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Whatever you do, do for humanity. He is an example of that. He is living that message. That video was so inspiring to me and all the Region 5 YA, so I really hope that service project comes into play. And he also did answer a lot of important questions that I've been having. I'm sure all of us have been having. So thank you for that. And thank you for all these 9 steps on how to dare to be divine. It's really hard, and I think I've talked to you earlier too, like the first step itself is be happy. That step itself is just so intricate in like how to decide to be happy. But I think you've given us the groundwork to start becoming divine. So thank you so much for all your advice.